Hold on. We can't do, hold on. I have to go soon. I am playing host to my in-laws. You guys see this clip? I thought it was pretty funny. Androgenic. This is the, what, #2 rated Giga Chad or something? I don't know. I don't keep up with the lore.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. I love you. Cheers, man. Fuck. I'm sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to call you a man. I did not mean to do that. I don't mind. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. But have a lovely night.
Look at how fucking shy she gets. She like shrinks when he goes over to apologize to her. Overwhelming cultural victory, by the way. That's how I felt about Clavicular as well, which is that, like, even though Clavicular is a huge piece of shit and is catered to Nazi groups, the actual optics of being a bigot in public are really fucking bad. Like, in the long run, you're basically just guaranteed to turn into like a Chud the Builder type. Like, you're just this hate aura, disgusting, degenerate magnet who just, like, you burn out so quickly because the only base of support you're going to get are from the people who are morally black hole like enough, they're morally like dead enough that they're just going to support somebody for being bigoted, you know? I don't know. I just think it's funny that the #2 rated Giga Chat or whatever is like apologizing for saying man to a trans woman. I assume trans woman, I don't fucking know. Even though, like, I don't even know if the way he said it was like, I don't even think he meant it like that. I think he was just reflexively apologizing, you know? We stand him now? Yeah. No, I don't even think he was being transphobic. I think he was being authentic here. It's just really funny. Just an overwhelming cultural victory for the left. If you are, like, this is unironically true. If you are a transphobe, your social gatherings are limited to the ugliest women in Britain and the most disgusting men in the world, rapists and pedophiles getting together. You get shit tossed at you in public, you're disgusting, and you eat poop. If you are pro-trans, you get to hang out with the hottest baddies, you get to go to the clubs, you get to do whatever the fuck you want. If you're pro-trans, you get to go to the middle of any cool city in America and have a great time and meet hot people and fucking smoke weed and do coke and bang chicks and go to the parties and have a great time. And if you're anti-trans, you just eat poop. You're a dirt person who eats shit. This is just true. And by the way, this is how it worked after the Civil Rights Act, too. Again, racists just got bullied out of being publicly racist. If you are, like, openly racist in America, you are relegated. You are like either a crazy homeless person in a city or like a disgusting hick. Being openly, publicly racist is such low-class behavior. Nobody wants to associate with you. You'll get kicked out of every club, every party. No one wants to be friends with you. Even racist people have to code it somehow. You know what I mean? You live in the PNW. I'm talking about every major city in America. I'm talking about Portland, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Sacramento, St. Louis, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston. Go down to Dallas right now and be like openly racist and transphobic. People are going to fucking hate you. Not Nashville. I'm talking about Nashville too. 100%. I'm also talking about Nashville. Okay? It's like progressivism is the ideology of stacking paper, doing coke, and getting mad oral. And reactionary politics is what disgusting, sweaty, sister fucking, degenerate loser Appalachian hicks do. It's just true, you know? This is pure self-interest. If you are a bigot, like, you're contemptible and nobody wants to be with you. Remember Chud the Builder was hated and kicked out of Deep South restaurants? This is how we win. This is how we win. It's not even like about politics. It's not even, I'm going to be real with you, man, and it sounds a little bit cynical. It's not even about whether or not transphobes see them as a woman. I don't even know if she's a trans woman. I mean, I don't know. I assume based on the context. I don't know. It's not even about like whether or not you're ideologically pro-trans. You know what I mean? It's that in a good world with good people in it, having political disagreements on the validity of transgenderism would be like having, how do I put this? It would be like having disagreements on like how short shorts can be before they come across kind of poofy, or like having disagreements on whether or not like a style of a jacket looks good or bad. You know what I mean? You might have like a slight disagreement, but it's so immaterial. Like I sometimes will go into like the gay part of town and be like, that just looks bad. Like I'll be like, that's not a good look, queen. That ain't fish. But like I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? You transgender people do not win because everyone becomes a militant activist for transgender people. Transgender people win because the worst position you are allowed to publicly express about trans people is indifference. That's how anti-racism wins. It's not like everyone internally has to have all of the like, you know, anti heredity of IQ statistics in their head or whatever. They just need to like not, it just needs to be socially intolerable to be racist, because if you express any position more reactionary than that, you're going to get kicked out of every fucking party. I was saying this the other day. I think I said this on stream as well, but the cultural victory of homosexuals and transgender people in the West is not defined by their legal rights, though that's definitely part of it, but rather defined by their social acceptability. And in spite of how much backlash there has been against trans people in the past decade, one fact, Jesus Christ, they're eating each other. One fact remains, which is that if you are homophobic or transphobic, your busted ass is not getting near the club. The baddies won't want to talk to you. You're not getting laid. You're a loser. Homophobia and transphobia are super like disgusting, sweaty, chud coded. Very like skid marks in your white underwear coded. Whereas even if you're personally reactionary, if you're like cool being around gay and trans people, you're in all the clubs, man. It's okay, unironically, it's like how back in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, racism was really, really common, but you could tell that black people were on the up and up culturally because white people were all finding excuses to go to Harlem to check out the cool clubs. Social acceptability is the precursor to like total legal acceptance. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you've got the white man's balls in a vice when you have like the children of homophobic businessmen, or not homophobic, sorry, racist businessmen running down to Harlem that like cut the rug over at like a jazz club. You know what I mean? Like, you can be openly racist, but then you're not getting into the good clubs. And they're eating.
You can ask wherever you want.
It's no disrespect whatsoever, but are you? No.
What?
They're saying in the chat. You are? Okay, I was wondering. I don't give a fuck, but like.
He's so fucking shy, dude. He's like, are you trans? And she's like, what? Are you a transgender? Yes, honey. Oh, okay, that's fine. You know. Yeah, he's such a small bean. Yesterday, a trans woman, Aubrey Williams, took second place at the WSOP Ladies Poker Championship. All the replies on Twitter and Instagram were transphobic, but Aubrey said literally no one at the event made her feel weird. It was all online. Literally, though. The internet is so much worse. I'm not saying IRL transphobia doesn't exist, but like so much of the bigotry you experience online is directed by for-profit blue check accounts, Indians, bots, like a lot of bots. But then you go outside IRL, there are like, man, I don't know how to put this, but like in America today, if you are in an interracial relationship, like you're a black guy with a white girl or vice versa, whatever else, and you go outside, in most of America, most of the time, you will not get shit for it. I'm serious, you won't. Like, if you live in a big city, you're probably fine. If you live in a rural area, you're probably fine, honestly. Like, area depending. But I would say like 9 times out of 10, your life is just like not that affected by it in terms of like strangers interactions, right? Maybe there's some like more complicated interpersonal dynamics, but if you post a picture online of your interracial relationship and it goes big, guarantee you'll have Nazi posting in the replies. And that's because a lot of it is driven by foreigners and bots. Yeah, Indians, Eastern Europeans, Latin Americans, a whole lot of like neo-Nazis who are dark as coffee, and bots, lots and lots and lots of bots. Legitimately, more than 60% of the traffic on Twitter is bots. Remember that. And a lot of those are political bots. Right-wing coded, they specifically seek out stuff like that. Pictures of international relationships. 60% is a lowball estimate. I've seen estimates as high as like high 70% on Twitter. So yeah, like if a trans woman posts shit online, you get the foreigners, you get the bots, whatever else. But in real life, you know, no one wants to be the guy known for like flipping out and being homophobic at the club. You have any idea how many like cool places you don't get to go if you're an open homophobe? It's like every place. Literally all cool places have gay people. That's like what makes them cool. Excuse me. Also, what does an open homophobe do? Yell slurs? Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's pretty easy to do online, but in person, it's like, damn. That shit's tough. Oh yeah, Masaigo, we saw this one. They're on a whole rule, you know? Androgenic. This one is particularly funny because the way he said man or dude, I forget what he said. Here, I'll just watch the clip. The way he said it to her was like not even really gendered, but him going back to her after and being like, hey, I'm so sorry, kind of was. So like you can tell she's embarrassed.
Cool. Awesome. I love you. Cheers, man. Fuck. I'm sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to call you a man. I did not mean to do that. I don't mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's like, you know.
I'm very sorry about that. But have a lovely night. Yeah, sure. Awesome. I love you.
The funny thing is, look at that, man. 32 million views in that clip. The funny thing is that even though you'd think that a post like this would attract a lot of hate, it really doesn't. And the reason for that is because the dynamic shown here is a reminder that you have to be accepting to get in with the cool kids. You know what I mean? So the context of the video is a reminder that trans people aren't like an abstract like internet hate group or whatever, you know, like just a target of hatred or vitriol or whatever, but rather like when you go outside, if you're hanging out with people, look at all these people chilling and smiling, look at them having a good time or whatever. It helps that, you know, obviously she's very hot. You know, if you're a bigot, like you get excised from all of this. You're not getting invited to the damn parties. No one wants to hang out with you. You're stinky. Yeah, I thought it was sweet of him to apologize, even though he obviously embarrassed her in doing so. Like, look at her. But you know, it's cute. It's cute. It's true. Homophobia is very poor coded. You know, very low IQ coded. Racism is low IQ. It is. That's not even. It's not even an edgy bit. It's empirically true. It's like, yeah. Racism is both reflective of a low IQ and tends to indicate brain patterns that are highly correlative with, you know, deficient brains. Androgenic's Instagram has actually been really wholesome lately, kind of cool. Well, keep in mind that for Androgenic and also for Clavicular, the low point of their careers were probably when they were catering the most to the far right. Like, when was that? Clavicular went to the club with Nick Fuentes and they played the Heil Hitler song and then they got banned and everyone like so what's your life then? Nazis donate to you. When you go out in public, everyone despises you, and every once in a while the world's most acne-ridden, sweaty like Filipino runs up to you and says that you're their hero and then runs off. Everyone treats you like a lolcow. Here's pro-trans Clavicular making out with dolls at the club. What do you like? It's an unbelievably clear upgrade to your life circumstances. It's like if you it's Nick Fuentes complains about this all the time. When you cater to Nazis, like that's your social group. You can be smart. Fuentes is a smart guy, but it doesn't matter because he's talking to dumb people 24/7. It rots his brain every time he tries to have a conversation or convey a point. Like an anchor chained to his body, you know, they drag him down. He's trying to talk about how like Chicago's great because you can go to the club and all the baddies are there, and somebody in chat's like, should I homeschool my child on phrenology? And he yells at them for 5 minutes while getting $800 in donations. It's a completely different vibe. Remember the Miami Asian mogger? And Clavicular just didn't want to fucking deal with him. Yeah, I remember that. That's the kind of crowd you get when that's your environment, you know? Where's that clip? Asian mogger. God, this shit's funny. It's not just clavicular and androgenic and Nick Fuentes, by the way. Even Sneeko multiple times has been really embarrassed in public by meeting his average fan. Like, the reason it doesn't bother Andrew Tate as much is because A, Andrew Tate is the most shameless of the group by far. And B, he tends to have security around him that keeps, like, the sweatiest people away from him. Most of his fan interactions are staged. But for people who don't have that, like Sneeko or, you know, whatever else, when they, you know, encounter their fans, it's, like, fucking deeply embarrassing.
I have a bunch of friends and family that have been watching, and I'm like known in Orlando as like the Asian mogger. I would have the honor if you could verify me as the Orlando Asian mogger.
Bro.
Honor is mine.
I don't know.
I have a bunch of friends and
So fucking embarrassing. Fuentes fans have ganked him on the street before. He's such a normal guy IRL, and all of his fans are massive losers. You can tell he fucking hates them. Yeah. I really complain about you guys too much because I got recognized a bunch at Pride, and everyone's always nice in person, you know. I just sit, like, I'm walking around, some person who's clearly gay is like, oh, are you... They're always tactful at first. They're like, do you stream to YouTube? And I'm like, you got me. But then they don't realize, so then they're like, you're Vaush, as if there's any other, like, outcome to the interaction after that point. You know what I mean? It's happened, like, that exact exchange is, like, more than 50% of the... You got me. Yeah. I would intentionally mispronounce your name. How original. Here it's claiming that person is not trans. I'm not following anymore. Wait, so the trans girl was a different girl? Who cares? Just shows that cis women do be getting clocky with it. If anything, it kind of validates the perspective even more because it means that, like, if you are being transphobic, you have to, like, police every baddie you see, you know?